For the last 2 weeks, I have worked on creating a one-pager slide where I show you the 3 steps to build on to launch your own or create your own membership program and grow it to $2,000 per month to have a recurring part-time income coming in each and every month. And I created this slide that I'm gonna create an official presentation on in the next few days or few weeks. I'm gonna create a proper presentational video on this slide, right? But today I'm gonna play to you a video where I presented this idea of the 3 steps through which you launch and build your membership program on Skool, right? I'll play to you a mini replay of our coffee chat hour that we have every week with people in my free Skool community, and I explained and I showed them how these 3 steps work a little bit. I didn't explain and teach it fully, right? But at least it's gonna give you an insight of what these 3 steps are all about. Basically, I told everyone that for you to build your own membership program and sign members into your program, right, you're gonna need to build a list all the time. Right? From the list, you get people sign up into your membership program, and from content that you create on social media, you're gonna build the list, right? So basically how this all works is content creation, building the list, and from the list, signing people into your membership program. And in this video, I give you a little bit of an insight of how all of this works. Make sure to find the link down below, join our free Skool community, Premium Life free Skool community, where we help one another build our Skool membership programs. Find the link down below. Let's get into the video right now. So I came up with a simple, which I'm gonna start teaching a lot to all of you, and even on my live workshops, which I'm gonna do on Thursdays for the new people to come in, right? It's just a 3-step process. How to create social media content that generates leads or attracts people. It gets them on an email list, or it gets them to comment and engage, and we manually put them on this list, or these people from attend the work. So how to get people from content to a list. That's one step.
I need that.
Yeah, I'd like to be there as well, Primoz.
I need that.
Yeah, so that's the first step, right? How to get people how to create content, right, is one step. Second step is, okay, we have now people on a list, how to manage this list, but how to get them from the list into our membership program now. I've wrote this down, and I'm trying to make it as simple as that. Just how do we feed these 3 steps, right? So that you know what I worked on the behind the scenes this past week and for the last 2 weeks or so on. I put it also into a diagram. And actually, I might just show you the visuals right now, and then I would take some of your questions, to be honest, because I want to maybe improve this for us, because this is actually our full picture of it all, right? So how this presentation will go, right, that all of us, we want to have a membership program, right? And our goal would be to have 20 people paying $100 a month. So that's like a part-time recurring 2K per month income, right? And I'm not going to talk about all of the details and so on, but also on top later on, we can get still high ticket clients for one-on-one coaching and so on. I'm not going to talk about that, right? But anyway, that's our goal, right? To have a membership program, right? So how to build one is by building a list and getting people from the list through these 3 ways here that I wrote down. That's going to be our foundational tools, our tools to get people from the list into the membership program. But then the question is, okay, how do we get people on the list now, right? And we want to focus a lot on creating content. And there is this formula of how to create content pieces on social media, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, whichever channel someone is using, right? So we get people to engage from this content. We get them to take action and get on our list first, and then from the list into the program, right? Would anyone of you like to ask any questions here?
Are you doing this on a webinar, Primoz? Is this your intention to share it on a webinar?
So this, I created I created this for a few reasons. I wanted to have a visual on one page of what I teach and what works and what will work even better, because I'm improving these systems, right? So I wanted to have it all on one page. That's the first thing. That's the first why I did it, right? But and also then the second thing, my whole course, my whole everything is based on this one pager. You know, there is like 4, 5, 6 modules of how all of this works, how to create a membership program, record the course, put it all on Skool. I mean, there is 2 modules just about that usually. Then how to set up a software for list building, how to write the first few people down, blah, blah, blah. So my course is based on that, right? I added this recently now. I mean, last year or 2 years ago, I was already teaching the content client attraction method. Then I stopped teaching it a bit because I thought that the key is in those first 2 steps. But then I saw, hey, you know, we need to add this to it because content is what expands your recognition, brand awareness. It attracts more people. It gets people to even take action to join your list. So anyway, I narrowed it down now to this newest version of this. And yes, my answer to you, Carol, on Thursdays from now on, probably 10 a.m. because that's what best fits my schedule. I'll start running like a weekly live workshop, mostly for the new people who would want to start building and growing their memberships, right? Because you remember how we met, Carol, right? I think we met on a workshop, and Zoe maybe as well. I'm not too sure.
No.
So that time I did 3 workshops in a row each week, and from each of them I signed up 2 or 3 members from each weekly workshop. But then I needed to stop doing them because I needed to focus on just improving my product and making a few shifts. But now I feel like I'm going back to it because that's going to allow me to get more people on my email list, more people to be presented with this, let's say, solution or idea or an opportunity. Plus, I can then follow up with those people and talk to them and sign more up into the program. And you know, just it's a tool, right? Running a workshop. So anyway, I know I'm talking a lot, but it's all new to you, so I might just need to say it out, right?
Yeah, well, I think most people are attracted to the money, so that's what people go for, right? Is the first column is how do I make income? There's a lot of people who are looking how to have income, and they don't have the process and the structure.
So that's in my case, right? But let's see, how would you apply this, right?
How would I apply it in my membership?
How would you apply, right, this method of 3 steps? So that's what we talked about, the content creation, right? Let's say starting a YouTube channel. That's this, right? You know, YouTube channel.
We have been the example of this. That's exactly it. Like,
yes,
that's everything I've gone through is build the YouTube channel, build my contact list, and now I'm at the membership program. So I actually did it like in reverse. So I did, you know, my channel, my social media, build my list, improved my list using Go High Level, really elevated my list. And then membership program is now refining the Skool, putting all the content in the Skool so that when members come in now, that they're now falling into the Skool structure. And then I'll move away, same thing, from all the bonuses that I do at the beginning up front, because there's a lot of coaching, setting up people like you were doing as well. Yeah, so it keeps it simple. Now that I've fully done it, I've done it several times, not just this time in this course, but I'm really clear about the process, very clear.
You see, Carol, you already have this foundation in place, a little bit of it, right? I mean, you have the list management software, right? You know, we will practice more content creation, and you can sign people up into your new Skool, right?
Yeah, so and we've worked on consistency, yeah.
For sure. And now we just need to nurture this, water it more, right? And that's why I wrote that there is here an idea, a mini schedule of how often you should post per week. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. I don't know, depends, right? But it says here 3 to 5 lead generation posts, right? Don't worry about the number, right? But so that's one thing that needs to be done weekly to water this system. Posting. The other thing is, which I wrote down below, no, here, there are a few more metrics, right? Okay, well, we need to talk to a few people who we attract or from our list. We can talk to them or we can send some emails out. And also, and down here, I wrote the main metric of it all. You know, the key here is, I want to start measuring with all of you, even with you, Carol, right? How many people you spoke to or you presented your offer to in the last, few weeks and then in the next 3 months, right?
We can't win a game without metrics. We cannot. It's
so
essential. Mhm.
I tried usually to measure our metrics, but I mean, I do have some tools to measure, like an Excel. I mean, even on others, but that's not included here in yet. I might get back to that later. But even in your high level, I created that tag called make 100 offers. I think yesterday we found out that I called it 500 offers. So I think I need to rename that.
Uh,
But anyway, make 100 offers. So
I think with the younger generation, though, it keeps it simple for them because this is a great way to build. So many people can build communities if they really take the time and follow the steps. I mean, this is how you build a business. And with so much unemployment, I'm in Canada. I don't know what it's like anywhere else, but there's a lot of unemployment. This is a really very important methodology to build a business.
yeah.
And it's all laid out here in one page. My only comment is if it's again, I have familiarity with all of this, so it was easier for me to intake. Just taking the time to keep it when you're explaining it simple to people.
Yeah. No,
Because they
that's
take bite sizes, 3 seconds.
yeah. So anyway, I'm making a side note for myself for later. But yeah, I mean, no, this is not easy for the person who is for the first time exposed to this knowledge, right? And that's why I need to, yeah, go ahead, Zoe. I need to coach people, show them, and go ahead, Zoe.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that I'm still really familiarizing myself with the flow and the process, and I would like to just attend the live, even just to listen. I don't have to like ask questions and all that, but I would like to just listen if that's possible.
Yeah. I mean, anyone can come to those. So I have not decided yet, but I think even today I was thinking I'm just gonna use probably these 3 steps for the presentation of that mini workshop. I'll try to teach people this in 20 to 30 minutes or less, and then the rest we will see how I try to teach live workshops, because I used to already share that knowledge with all of you. Teach for
Where do you
10
do it, on Facebook or
so,
YouTube?
no, you do it on Zoom.
Oh, you're inviting them.
So let me tell how I already tested that process, and how we do it is you post content right everywhere,
Yep.
Facebook, LinkedIn, or whatever, those YouTube, and you announce, you say, hey, in 3 days I'm running this workshop, right, or whatever, comment, invite, and I'm gonna get you details. So anyway, we create a few content pieces to build the list. Then again, we DM people with the link, which I'll create for us on a high level app, right, with an opt-in page for registration info, right? So I'll work on that whenever I launch this mini project for us. We get people from those places in to opt in, to register. We give them the Zoom link, they add it to their calendar. I'll figure out how that's done, and that's it. So for 3-4 days every week, or you don't even need to do it weekly, you can do it once per month if that's the case. You try to get more people sign up for it, even your existing email contacts. We promote to them, hey, come to register, right? So my point is, this all builds the list. People register, right? And we now know again who's interested in our stuff, because they are like, yeah, I want to come. So, and then we run this workshop. It's just an hour session here on Zoom. We remind people, come, 5, 10, 15 people will come. And then for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, we just teach. We do a little connection at the beginning. We teach them the method, the full picture of how to achieve certain outcome. Then we take questions, and then I already wrote that down, how to make a transition into a presentation, right? I don't know how I used to teach it, but I think I say, hey, guys, I even run a mini community where we can interact more often on this, and we implement all of this, right? If any one of you is interested, you can stay for the next 10, 15 minutes, and I'll show you, right? How for, I don't know, $100 a month, you can stay in, and you meet with us weekly, and you become part of the community. We're going to go through all of these steps, and we're going to blah, blah, blah. And then people will naturally stay to see the presentation. And then we share, blah, blah, blah. I share them with them how it all works and the price. And then at the end, I say, hey guys, any one of you right now who gonna sign up right now on a live call here with me, I'll spend the next 10-15 minutes to get you all started and tell you already what's next. Here is the link. And if you go and pay right now as well on a group call here, I give you this extra bonus. So those
That one I'm going to need training on.
yeah.
Yeah.
So those, and maybe Carol, I don't know if you remember, but who was there with me when I did that? I mean, I did it in a similar way, and then a few of you signed up, and then and so on, right? And a few
Yeah,
people,
yeah. Somebody was on the call with me when I did it with you, but my favorite thing, which was so important, was that we did it on the call. That was I would
yes.
do the same thing.
So that's
that,
very important, right? Because let me be honest, two, three people will stay and they will sign up at the end, or they will just hang out because they have time. And then you can just talk. Let's say that it's us three left now, Zoe and Carol here and me. I can now talk to you both and I can kind of sign you up. Now, some people, they were limited on top of the hour, they needed to go because they have other things, right?
Mhm.
And they say, hey, I'm sorry, I gotta go. No problem. They left. But running a live workshop allowed me at that time and allows you to then follow up with those few people.
Mhm.
And you're like, how did you reach out or send an email? How did you enjoy the workshop, right? Hey, I'm inviting you to a one-on-one call with me, to discuss blah, 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 whatever, right? So we follow up with people and that built our list. We talk to more and that's how it all connects. All right.
Oh, it does. I think mine's exactly what you said. I went through your whole system because somehow I connected you on Facebook, which is rare, that I would, and then saw your emails, and then you kept sending emails, and I thought, okay, I'm going to go on one of these and just listen and learn. So it was all self-driven. And that's actually what I'm appreciating is that's my next journey is that people they're causing themselves. I'm not chasing anybody. They're causing themselves to show up, be on the webinar, be ready if it's a future they want to fulfill on and take action. And then if they don't, again, making sure the follow system's in place because that's where the goal is.
So yeah, I'm trying probably to go with next week. This week will not be possible for me to do my first workshop. So I'm trying to go back to it because I think that this connects the whole loop together. Like, if you, I'll stop talking and teaching right now, but just this last thing here is right. Let me make it.
Can you close the Canva box there in the corner just so it's clear? Okay. Thought it was on my computer. Thank you.
No, yeah, I should. Because how I planned to do it is three ways of getting people to join, right? One is talking to people, right? Maybe chats and calls, right? That's the main element that you can control, talking to people. The second thing is sending emails out to this list that we built, right? And that is a strategy of what kind of emails to send out, but let's not talk about that. And the third conversion tool I wrote here is this live workshop, right? So that's why I said this loops it all. And I think it's an awesome attraction tool, this live workshop for conversion, because it allows you then to talk to more people, send more emails out as well, have a connection with a group of people, make a presentation in 40 minutes of your full thing. People stay, people listen. And it allows you to build a bigger list from your content because people will be like, oh, I might, sign up for a live webinar, which is free. I mean, this workshop, right? So I don't know. Hopefully I'm onto something here. Later on, I'm gonna back add the paid ads. Last year I experienced paid ads a lot as well. How to get people from Google or YouTube.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna add later on back. I'm not ready yet, but last year I practiced this a lot with a lot of people. I ran that for them. Google Ads, when people search for our stuff, we ran those to a quiz. So we ran them to a quiz, we acquired people's emails, and that's how we built an email list, right? So later on, I will add this back whenever we start all making more and more money and we can use some to put it into ads. And that's going to be the top cherry on the cake later on. But first we need to know these organic things, right? Talk to people, maybe emailing, content creation, maybe a workshop, and then the rest.